Wherever disasters strike in the world, Tzu Chi volunteers will be there to provide aid. Clad in their trademark blue and white uniforms, the volunteers have set foot in over 70 countries to bring relief to disaster survivors and to help transform the lives of the impoverished. In 2010, the United Nations Economic and Social Council granted special consultative status to Tzu Chi. This signifies the international community's recognition of Tzu Chi's long-term relief efforts worldwide and its spirit of selfless love to relieve suffering. In 2011, Time magazine named Dharma Master Zheng Yan on its list of the 100 most influential people in the world. How did Tzu Chi begin? The origin of Tzu Chi can be traced back to 1966. In 1965, the U.S. ceased its aid to Taiwan. Yet, among the island's 12 million people, 1.3 million were still living in poverty. At the time, Master Zheng Yan was cultivating herself in this small wooden hut in Hualien, eastern Taiwan. But unable to bear the sight of others suffering, she was determined to help. On May 14, 1966, she founded Tzu Chi together with her 6 monastic disciples and 30 housewives. In its early days, Tzu Chi had very scarce resources. To accumulate funds to help the poor, the nuns sewed baby shoes for sale, while the 30 housewives each set aside 50 NT cents from their grocery money every day and saved it into a bamboo coin bank. It is this spirit of hard work and frugality that helped lay the foundation for Tzu Chi's future development. In those days, Master Zheng Yan would personally visit the poor together with the volunteers. And this was the first step on the path leading Tzu Chi to become an NGO that provides aid around the world today. Charity, medicine, education, and culture. These are the 4 missions of Tzu Chi. Together with bone marrow donation, environmental protection, community volunteerism, and international relief, they are Tzu Chi's 8 footprints. Today, these missions are all being carried out worldwide. Take, for example, Tzu Chi's international relief effort, which can be traced back to 1991. In 1991, a powerful storm struck Bangladesh, claiming around 140,000 lives. In response, Tzu Chi volunteers in the U.S. held a donation drive and gave the funds collected to the Red Cross. In the same year, China was devastated by severe flooding. Over 200 million people in 19 provinces were affected. In the aftermath of the disaster, Tzu Chi volunteers took to the streets to fundraise for the people in China. This was Tzu Chi's first relief effort in China. Ever since that, Tzu Chi volunteers have been carrying out various aid projects in China, leaving their footprints in many provinces across the country. Since 1991 up to now, Tzu Chi has provided aid to over 70 countries around the world. From Taiwan and China to all across the world, wherever there are disasters, Tzu Chi volunteers can be seen bringing aid to those affected. In Iran, when a major earthquake hit Bam in 2003, Tzu Chi provided emergency relief and medical care to the quake survivors, as well as helped rebuild 5 schools there. In North Korea, Tzu Chi distributed food supplies to the locals and also brought care to children in an orphanage. In war-stricken Afghanistan, Tzu Chi volunteers distributed aid to people at a refugee camp in the midst of a snowstorm. During the Iraq War in 2003, Tzu Chi volunteers from Jordan traveled to Iraq to distribute relief supplies to those taking shelter at a refugee camp. In South Africa, Tzu Chi set up over 500 vocational training stations, helping over 14,000 Zulu women to become self-sufficient. Grateful for Tzu Chi's help, many have been inspired to serve as Tzu Chi volunteers. They often go into their community to bring care and support to the poor and sick, passing on the love they've received to more people. Indeed, during a relief mission, what Tzu Chi volunteers hope most of all is to bring love to people. By inspiring goodness in people, all they wish is to foster peace and stability in their society. The largest NGO in the Chinese-speaking world, Tzu Chi originated from a simple thought of goodness in the loving heart of a poor Buddhist nun. Under her guidance, regardless of race, religion, and nationality, Tzu Chi volunteers work selflessly to spread love throughout the world. Their conviction to serve has remained firm and steadfast for over 40 years. As natural and man-made disasters continue to ravage the world today, it is all the more important to inspire goodness in people and spread love around the world. After all, only when we help and care for one another can we bring about a better future for humanity.